Coming up this Sunday, December 7th at 3 p.m. at St. Andrews River Heights United Church, the Winnipeg Singers will celebrate the holiday season with a joyful and engaging concert titled Rejoice and Sing. The program features music by a wide range of composers with a special emphasis on Canadian voices. One of the many highlights of the afternoon will be a special guest performance by the St. James Assiniboia Children's Choir, who will take the stage for their own featured selections. This concert is a perfect way to sing in the Christmas season. Throughout the program, audience members will even be invited to lift their own voices and sing along, adding to the warmth and spirit of the celebration. It promises to be a magical and memorable afternoon filled with holiday cheer. And joining me here in the Classic 107 studio to talk about Rejoice and Sing, as performed by the Winnipeg Singers, is Bruce Waldy, president of the choir and bass singer with the Singers. Hey, Bruce, great to have you here.
Great to be back, Chris.
So the concert sounds like it's going to be just super celebratory with all the best parts of Christmas cheer. You've got the children's choir, you've got the sing-along with the audience, not to mention the beautiful voices of the choir. You've been with the Winnipeg Singers for a while now. Has the choir done a sing-along before?
The choir has definitely done sing-alongs before for several years, and the sing-along is an expectation. I think if there weren't a sing-along, that we would hear about it. Last year we did a Child's Christmas in Wales, which ties into a sing-along so well that it just became part of the performance. But as far back as, well, even 15 years ago, we were already doing sing-alongs, though they were maybe a little bit less adventurous. But now we're going full out, and we've got a magnificent organ, a magnificent organist, and a really powerful grand piano and player, too. Wes Elias and Donna Loeb know how to play Christmas carols. So the singing along is going to be very enjoyable.
And one of the things I love about the program for Sunday's concert is that the sing-alongs are sprinkled throughout the concert. And I think one of the things that helps to do is create this real sense of community. The audience is as much as a performer as the choir. It's not so structured and formal. Do you find that helps give you the warm fuzzies in the holiday season when you're performing?
Oh, yeah. We love singing the Christmas carols. And I think those of us who have time go and look for excuses to sing Christmas carols. At my church, we make a little pseudo Salvation Army band to play Christmas carols just for the joy of doing it. Like I said, with Wes on the organ and with Donna on the piano, it's wonderful. And carol favorites are a contrast because they're the traditional part of our concert. And as you have, I'm sure, noted, everything else is much more contemporary, more modern in nature.
I was going to get to that. I mean, one of the things I noticed is that the compositions that the choir is singing, none of them were written before 1900, with the exception of the Christmas carols. What does the choir love about performing contemporary rep?
Well, it's new, it's challenging, it's interesting, and we've gone past that mid-20th century thing where being modern meant being as ugly as possible.
Yeah.
No direct slam at Arnold Schoenberg, but I didn't really want to listen to that stuff.
Yeah, and there's so many great composers alive now that are writing beautiful music.
There's so much beautiful music happening out there. And sometimes I don't want to have new music at Christmas time. I want the traditional things. But what we're doing is very welcome new music because the composers have known how to tie in with little hooks, or they've managed to paint images of Christmas the way it is today, Christmas the way we wish it were today, and just bring out all of those colors. The music is lively and descriptive, sometimes in the vein of 19th century impressionism. That we get, you can feel images of snow being painted. You can feel the sky. You can hear the sky. And those things are really great. Also, the music is accessible. Like I said, it not only does it not sound like ugly mid-20th century, it is just beautiful and worth listening to. I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed by a single piece.
Yeah. And one of the things about the concert is there is a real Canadian content element. It's a real smorgasbord. You're going to be performing music of Eleanor Daly, Kathleen Allen, Derek Coleman, etc. It's so many fantastic Canadian composers. Why was it so important for the choir to perform?
Well, several reasons. The first of which is part of our mandate as the Winnipeg Singers, representing Canada outside the country as well as in, is that we want to show the world the talent that Canada has got. And when we travel abroad, we make a point of having a huge portion of our repertoire be Canadian. And people ask about it, and sometimes they ask how to get it so that they can start performing it wherever they are. There's something different about the Canadian approach to choral music.
There are definitely some down the line, when I think of 20 and 21st century composers for choir, Morton Lauridsen and Olielo are top of the list. You're going to be performing some of their music on Sunday's concert as well. Why does the choir love performing Morton Lauridsen and Olielo's music so much?
It's very firmly rooted in tonality. Personally, my own insecurities are really helped when I can feel where a tonal center is in a composition. And that can change all over the map. The key can change everywhere. But if I can tell that there is a key, I feel a heck of a lot safer. It also allows us to paint more varying tone colors, because that bass means that there are a lot of other tones available to do things. And both composers like long notes, like tone clusters, and they're challenging, but when you get them right, they're pretty nice.
Were there any compositions that the choir is performing for the concert that you'd never heard of before, and you sort of went, wow, this is incredible, I got to explore this composer more?
Yes. And the scary part is the two composers who stood out for me are younger than my youngest children, which is very discouraging. Kathleen Allen is somebody that everybody knows in Winnipeg. She's been here many times. Her composition, The Frost, paints one of those images I talked about of outdoors. You can feel where you are and what's going on when you listen to this piece. It's not just a melody going somewhere. It's a place that is being created. A younger American composer, Gala Flagello, wrote Snow Whispers. And they both have snow in the title, but this is very different because you can feel the snow falling.
Oh, wow.
It's a whole bunch of small notes poked in and out like a pointillism in sound.
Oh, wow.
And most of the points are white. She's somebody who's up and coming, finished her PhD before she was 24.
Oh, wow.
That's also very discouraging. But they're beautiful pieces.
And aside from being doing some singing with the choir, you're going to be performing some percussion. Can you talk about Derek Coleman piece, Gaudate?
Yeah, Derek. I had supper with Derek once a long time ago. He was already quite an age at the time, but it was very interesting to spend some time with him. His piece really takes advantage of Renaissance music rhythms and then changes them around so that there's never the right bar length when you expect it. And we're going to have two percussion instruments. I'm going to be playing what's called a tambour basque, which is a tambourine with a drum head.
Okay.
It is all it is. And you if you've heard any Renaissance music, you'll recognize that sound where the drum the tambourine sound go together. My partner, Nick Borkowski, is playing a more traditional hand drum. It's ropes tighten the head, so the head is much looser, and there's that big low sound to what he does. The parts are not traditional steady beat or anything. These little interspersions every once in a while, which is scary as heck for the both of us. But Donna Loeb told me that she thinks they sound great, and she would never lie.
You're a man of many hats. You're playing percussion, you're singing with the choir, but you've also arranged a piece on the program. Tell me about Jester Harrison's Mary's Little Child.
Yeah, for me, this is an honor. I'd never been asked to do something for the singers, although I do prepare a lot of work for my other choir, La Chorale des Intrépides, and then my church choir. Jester Hairston was a really well-known musician who researched Caribbean melodies and things, was very popular in the 60s as a musician, and then became an actor and was on a lot of the black sitcoms as a guest actor in the 70s and the 80s as well. But the song Amen, which I'm sure you've heard somewhere, he wrote that for a film in 1959. And there are a lot of Caribbean-influenced pieces that he did. So this one, Mary's Boy Child, was one of Harry Belafonte's biggest pieces. Yeah. And what I'm trying to do here is evoke the sounds of the steel pan, the steel band, through the singers while the melody comes out over the top. And I want to keep a steady eighth note rhythm going all along and bring out accents at the same time. But do it all gently. This is not a march. Yeah. It's a gentle song with a lot of syncopation.
Mm-hmm. The St. James Assiniboia Children's Choir is also going to be performing as well. They're going to be performing 5 selections on Sunday, including a little bit of music of Eric Whitaker. St. James School Division, they've got a great reputation for elementary music education and music education in general. Have you had an opportunity to hear the choir, and what are you looking forward to about having them join the Winnipeg Singers on stage?
Well, the short answer is not yet. On Saturday afternoon, we're doing a joint dress rehearsal at the church, and we're looking forward to hearing them, and I'm sure we're not going to be disappointed.
Yeah. Bruce, this has been so great. I'm going to wrap up the conversation by asking what you hope audiences will take away from the concert on Sunday.
I hope they take home the feeling that Christmas is nigh. It's coming to us. We need to learn to enjoy winter. And if the Christmas spirit really exists, we need to walk out of that church and go somewhere and donate to a needing charity. That's what we really need to do.
Beautiful. Bruce, the concert with the Winnipeg Singers called Rejoice and Sing this Sunday at 3 p.m. at St. Andrews River Heights United Church. Sounds like it's going to be just magical. All the best and a very happy holidays to you and everybody else in the choir. Thanks so much for taking the time to stop by and talk to me today.
And same to you. Thanks a lot, Chris.
For our Classic 107 listeners, the Winnipeg Singers concert Rejoice and Sing takes place this Sunday, December 7th at 3 p.m. at St. Andrews River Heights United Church. For more details, visit winnipegsingers.com or go to classic107.com. I've embedded a direct link to the show page in the article about the concert you can find up there now. Bruce, thanks again.